Welcome to Mora FC. It is water. This is the perfect way, the easiest way how to cut a perfect neck for a Senator top neck for size 16, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is the best way. I've seen some people cut their neck wrongly. So I'm going to explain to you the wrong part and the right way of cutting it. If you cut it right, you're going to get a smooth place like this. You can see how smooth. So when you cut it wrong, that is when you put on your placket, you're going to see that it doesn't match. You can see that there's a fault over there. You can see, so you can see I've marked some place wrongly. Yeah, I'm going to explain to you the best way, the simplest way, the fastest way how to cut a Senator top neck 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, any size that you want. I'm going to give you the mathematics of it, everything that you need. So this is our front pattern and this is our back pattern. To understand, always the back is always longer than the front. It can be 1 inch longer, 2 inches, 3 inches, or 4 inches, or 5 inches longer. It depends on what you are doing. So I'm gonna leave 3 inches, 3.5 inches long. So this is the best way how to cut. I've seen some people cut it so wrongly, so that when you put on their placket, you can see that their placket is not matching. You know, when you pop the neck, they are not getting a round, curvy face. To understand, like this one that you see in the one that you are seeing right now, you can see how smooth that part is. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So if you look at it, you can see I always leave like 2.5 inches when I'm doing my neck. So I'm going to break it down for you to see the measurement that you have to do. For neck size of 15, 16, and 17. 18 is not included. Don't add 18 yet. I will give you the measurement for 18. I will cancel 18. I'll use 2.5 or 2.5 for 15, 16, 17. For neck 18 and 19, I use 1/4 to 3, almost 3 inches or 3 inches. You can use 3 inches or 1/4 to 3, almost 3 inches for neck 18 and 19. So when you're working on neck 12, 13, and 14, I use 2 inches. Do you understand? So 2 inches. So these are the measurements that I use for my neck. So I'm going to break it down. Like I said, let's work on neck 16. Let's work on neck 16. So like I said, I'm going to break it down the simplest, the easiest way. There are certain parts that people cut it so wrongly, so that it doesn't lay flat and smooth as you see in the diagram below. So I'm going to cut my shoulder slope. Like I said, I'm breaking down the simplest and the easiest form for you guys to understand everything. It's Mora FC. It is what. If you have a problem in any style, any design, you know, follow me on my Facebook. It's Mora FC. Join Mora FC group family. Then I'll add you up. You can see I'm gonna leave 3.5 inches over here. The back is always longer than the front. It can be 1 inch, it can be 2 inches, it can be 3 inches, 4 inches. You know, it depends on what top that you are doing. Do and subscribe, like and share and comment and click on notification. Like I said, if you want to join Mora FC family group, follow me on Facebook. It's Mora FC and follow me there. I'm gonna mark 2.5 over here. So this is my 2.5. That is 2.5 inches. Then I'm gonna cut. Most important thing, you have to cut the back first. Always cut the back first. When you cut the back first, then you calculate the back. Know that you have 4 inches or 3 inches for the back. You can see at this point when you cut, you can see that place is not going to lay flat. There's going to be a space left over there, it's like 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. So you need to trim, you need to cut that part off. You need to trim or cut that part off so that you get a smooth So this is the shoulder slope. So we're going to join the front and the back together. So we know that we're going to join 1/2 inch. So I'm going to mark my 1/2 inch over there. We are working on the back. Always check the back measurement first. That will determine what is left for you to add for the neck for the front. So this is my 1/2 inch also here. That's the place that I'm going to sew. So I'm going to put it on it like this. Then I'll check. First, like I said, check the back measurement first. Put the front somewhere and calculate the back first. So that will be the joining. So when I calculate, I have 4 inches here. That is 4 inches. So when you multiply by 2, that will give you 8 inches. That will give you 8 inches. 4 plus 4, that will give you 8. So this is the back. We have gotten 8 inches for the back. So we are not going to touch the back again. So whatever we're going to do and get extra, whatever we're going to do to add up to get our 16 inches, that's what we're going to do in front of here. So this is our shoulder slope for the front. Now we are working on the front pattern. As usual, at the back we have 8 inches there. So how many measurement are you going to add? How many numbers are you going to add to get 16 inches? 8 plus 8, that will give us 16 inches. So we have 8 here. We're going to work on getting 8 in front of here. So we're going to work, whatever we're going to do to get 8 inches here, we have to do and get 8 inches here. So we have 4 inches here, as you can see. So 4 plus 4, that will give us 8 inches. So we're going to mark. Look at the way I'm curving it. Look at how my tape measure is. You can see I'm not cutting exactly on the tape measure where the tape measure is. The place that I have marked, that's the place I'm going to cut. This line that you see, the curve, that's the place I'm going to cut. And where my tape measure is, that's the place I'm going to sew. So it will give us our 8 inches. So 8 plus 4 plus 4, that will give us 8. So we're going to have 8 plus 8, and that will give us 16. Let's do one more thing. Let's do one more. So let's say if the neck is 17. Obviously the way I've placed my tape measure, we already have our 8 inches. That is for the back. The back is there, permanent. We have 8 inches. It's untouchable again. We are not going to touch. So whatever we're going to do, we need to touch the front. We are working on 17 right now. So we have 8 inches. How many digits are you going to add up to get 17 inches? So you work it out on here. So we have 4.5 over here. So 4.5 plus 4.5, that will give us 9. Do you understand? So 9 plus 8, that will give us 17. I hope you get it. So this is how you're going to do to manipulate everything in the front fabric, not at the back. The back we have done with it, we are not touching it. And there are also some certain tips that I'm going to give it to you at the curve side. At the curve, that's why people, when they put placket at that point and their placket is not matching, there's a wrong, so I know you'll be doing it and you understand what I mean, So the place that I'm marking right now, that's the place I always cut. If I mark this way, that's the place I'm going to have. We have 4.5, and that will give us 9. So 8 plus 9, and that will give us 17. So let's say if the neck is 15. So if the neck is 15, let's watch it out. After that, I'll give you certain tips that you need to check it out on the curve side. It's very, very important. I'll come back to the curve and explain to you a little bit of tips there that people have been getting it wrongly. So let's work on this 15. After that, I'll show you the tip of it. It's very important you watch that part. People have been doing it so wrongly, and you have to correct yourself on that part. So we are working on 15. So you can see where my tape measure is. You can see that part is showing now more than 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to mark, leave a space also, and mark the place I'm marking. That's the place I'm going to cut. I left, there's a space between the mark that I did and the tape measure. There's a space, do you understand? So we have 7 here, so 8 plus 7, and that will give us 15. So this place is very, very important, so let's pay attention here. Here it also is very, very important. This is what I was talking about. This place, you need to get it smooth. It has to be straight. I always leave like 1/4 over there, straight line. 1/4 straight line. Maximum is supposed to be 1.5, but I always leave 1/4 straight line. That part, when you curve it, that part is supposed to be straight, not a curve. Do you understand? So I always leave 1/4 over there, a straight line over there, a straight line. So that when you are popping, as you can see the design, you can see how curvy that part is. If you look at the design that I just put at the corner there, you can see how curvy that part is. So if you don't get it right, you're not going to get it right. Do you understand? Some people cut it like they are making a t-shirt, or they are making a lapel style like this one that I'm going to draw right now. So let me draw one more time so that I will show you the mistake that people have been doing in cutting it. This is a Senator type neck. It's not a lapel style or any t-shirt. You can see when you leave 1/4 over there, when you cut it, that place is supposed to be smooth, that place is supposed to be straight line. Again, that part is supposed to be a straight line. So when I cut it, you're going to see how smooth that part is. Some people cut it wrongly, and I'll show you. Like this one, they cut it like they are cutting a lapel style. It's not a lapel style, you know. They cut it this way. You can see curvy like this one. This is the wrong side. This is the wrong part. Don't cut your Senator type neck like this. Otherwise, if you cut it like that, when you put your placket in front, you're not going to get a smooth curve in front. You're not going to get a smooth curve in front. Never. It's not going to tally well for you. When you're done, you're going to see that it's like a curvy style like that, you know. It's like a chiffon. So let's cut for you to see the difference. You know, let's cut for you to see the difference. You see the difference after I've cutting it. It's Mora FC. It is what. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share. Join Mora FC family group, and I help all my subscribers. So after cutting it, you can see how smooth that part is. You can see how smooth it is. Have you seen? Beautiful. You know, this one, when you put your placket there, it's going to fall there exactly smooth, like the way you see at the Senator type that you see it. It's going to be like that, the same thing. But when you cut it this way, like a chiffon, when you cut it this way, so let's cut that one for you to see the difference. Also, so people have been cutting it. This is the wrong part to cut when you're cutting a Senator type. Don't cut it this way. You see, look at there. Obviously, there's a pointed curve over here. You can see it's wrong. So this one, when you put a placket there, you can see that you are not going to get a smooth at the front there. It's going to be, you know, it's not going to look nicely. Do you understand? So you have to pay attention to, like I said, leave 1/4 over there, a straight line. That part is supposed to be a straight line in front so that you get a curvy style. It's Mora FC. Raise worry. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Mora FC. Please subscribe, like, and share. Ask questions, give me a compliment. If you want to be my friend, just check it out on my Facebook, Mora FC. God bless you all. It is what it is.